Afternoon, Guam, and welcome to Weekend Edition. Thank you for streaming us on Facebook Live or watching us on KUAM TV8. I'm Jason Salas, and these are tonight's top stories. Well, the Office of Public Accountability did release an audit report by the Mayor's Council, with the report finding that most municipal leaders were unaware of the different mandated reporting requirements.
They were unaware of their statutory responsibilities, and as a consequence, we're not complying with the statute. The explanation that was given to us is that maybe the mayors have been there for a long time, but their ASOs and their staff changes periodically, and they don't know what they're supposed to be, that there are all of these reporting requirements. Some mayors were just completely unaware of the statutes.
The audit on the Mayor's Council non-appropriated and revolving funds showed 2 villages failing to submit financial reports. Annual reporting requirements for village non-appropriated funds were not enforced. Some villages completely unaware of the reporting requirements. Executive Director of the Mayor's Council, Angel Sablan, agreed with the OPA's findings and gave an explanation on how village mayors were not aware of what needed to be reported.
In previous audits, they also did not submit their financial statements, and the previous auditor did not make mention about them being required to submit because they were not an NAF account. It was an MPO, and they reported those to the Department of Revenue and Taxation.
Public Auditor Cruz said that one good thing resulting from the compliance audit was Director Sablan saying that he will take a more proactive approach, ensuring the compliance with reporting requirements the next time around.
Upon the swearing in of the next group of mayors, that he's going to make sure that they get a in-depth training session or sessions on the reporting requirement.
As far as the training, we do that actually at the beginning of every mayoral term. So coming in 2021, in January, we will get all the administrative assistants of every village, and we go over the NAF and the appropriate funds SOPs and the requirements and statute and what needs to be reported and that. And we do that only every 4 years, as you know. So now my recommendation is we'll do it every year, every January, as a refresher course for the mayors, the vice mayors, and their administrative assistants.
Public Auditor Cruz ended his press release saying, quote, "We hope that this audit will serve as a reminder to all elected officials of their responsibility to know their reporting requirements, and that compliance promotes transparency and confidence in all elected officials." Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Peter Santos.
All right, thanks so much, Pete. Good job on that story. Well, since March, your government has only been able to open a single shelter for our island's homeless. Tyler Matanani now reports on the ongoing efforts to help the hundreds more that remain on the street coping with COVID.
The search for a second homeless shelter continues. The Interagency Council on Homelessness held their weekly meeting via Zoom. Lieutenant Josh Tenorio says Catholic Social Services has found another potential shelter in the Tamuning area.
There is another property, I believe, that will be reviewed by GSA and DPW. That is the indication. Of course, this is a formal process.
In addition, Tenorio says there is a Barrigada property that is also being considered. However, the issue of mobility challenges and the willingness of individuals to move to a new location remains a concern.
There's some challenges that the focus of the outreach is to ensure that the acquisition decision is going to be responsive to what the needs are.
Lieutenant Governor Tenorio reminds that if there are any facility or building owners that would like to register their facility for use as a shelter, submit a formal letter of intent to the General Services Agency. For Guam's News Network, I'm Tyler Matanani.
Thank you, Tyler. From Manila, the University of Guam's Children's Healthy Living Program recently released findings from a study that they conducted. More than 27% of kids living locally between the ages of 2 and 8 were found to be obese or overweight. The findings were published on August 20th in the journal Nutrients. Local stats sits just above the national average based on reports from the CDC, with a study finding that 99% of children surveyed did not consume the recommended daily allowance of fruits and veggies, while 40% did not meet the recommended daily hours of sleep. The study also saw that nearly 85% of kids exceeded the 2-hour recommended screen time. The full study can be found on KUAM.com. Well, it is now time for our Just for Kids segment, where we have experts answer questions catered just to youngsters. Today's guest is licensed nutrition professional and Boca Box owner, Jesse Rosario.
Hi, my name's Callie John, 5 years old, and I want to know how many glasses of water do I need to drink a day?
You should be drinking about 6 to 8 glasses of water every single day. And water is super important for the body. It helps the body to stay hydrated, it helps regulate weight, and also prevents cavities. And I'm very happy that you're choosing to drink water versus drinking a lot of sugary beverages like juices, juice drinks, and sodas. Limit your drinking of those, but always drink plenty of water every single day.
What are the best choices when my family gets fast food?
You know, there's not really a lot of options when you're eating out, and especially if you're eating fast food. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be eating it. I would say just, eat your kids' meals, enjoy it, but the rest of the day, eat something that's good for your body. Your mom and dad's home-cooked meals, I'm sure, are very good, very healthy. Throughout the week, try not to eat a lot of fast food. Maybe once or twice is fine, but nothing more than that. Home-cooked foods are way better, more delicious, and more healthier than eating fast food all the time.
How many servings of fruits and veggies do I need to eat a day?
You should be eating at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. And for kids, it's kind of complicated to understand what 5 servings are. So I like to tell my kids that they should eat 2 different types of fruit a day. So like maybe a banana and an orange, or something else. And then they should eat at least 3 different vegetables throughout the day. Maybe 1 vegetable for breakfast, 1 for lunch, and 1 for dinner. As long as you're eating your vegetables and eating your fruits, you'll be fine. Because our body needs that. Our body needs vitamins and minerals to keep us strong, to keep our body working, and most importantly, to keep us healthy. We need to make sure that we're eating these so that we stay healthy every single day.
Well, if you happen to have some little ones that have questions, send them over. You can email them to joan@kuam.com. That's JOAN@kuam.com. And please include in a video clip your name, age, and of course, your questions. We'll make sure to get them answered right here on the show. Well, please stay tuned because Trend Spotting with Tyler is coming up next. And later on in the show, Dave Delgado with what's going on with Team Guam basketball.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
It makes myself and it makes my team members very proud to work for an organization that has been on island for many years with its focus on reliability, dependability, and commitment to the communities that they operate in.
Matson's a great corporate citizen to the community.
We all benefit from any sort of environmental commitment we make. One of the ways that we do that is with our Adahi Utano program. There's action behind it, and so action breeds commitment.
With the Kaimana Hila coming to Guam, this brings a new age and modernization to the island.
It's exciting for me because it's a brand new ship and we can carry more freight into the islands. It just shows growth for Guam and Micronesia.
Matson would be nothing without its customers, and we hope to continue to serve you for decades to come.
Social distancing may be the new norm, but connection will always be our tradition. Through good times and tough times, we remain connected with you. Masks may be the new fashion, but protection will always be our style. You can always count on us to protect the things that matter the most. Sanitizing may be the new routine, but caring will always be our practice. We care about your loved ones and the things you value the most. And as we welcome our new normal, one thing remains certain: we will always be here for you. We're open and ready to serve you. Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust.
It looks like we're opening back up again, except we're still in PCOR 1. COVID-19 isn't going anywhere, but a lot of Guamanians are. I'm Tyler Matanani, and here's your trend spotting report. We started off on a bad foot on Monday, losing 3 people to the virus. That's 3 people in one day. By Friday morning, we were up to 6 people taken by COVID-19. Despite more positive tests still rolling in and multiple deaths, more non-essential businesses are opening back up after the governor gave the go-ahead last week. Take a look at these images that caught the attention of our online viewers. Just like last time, shoppers were eager to get back inside of Ross at the Guam Premier Outlet. It's like shoppers arrived early as the line whipped past the building, stretching down to King's. I'm sure it raised eyebrows with you, because it certainly did for public health, tasked with making sure businesses are following the rules. Public health met with GPO manager Monty Mesa.
And of course, a lot of people came, and yes, we have lined up outside, but there were just too many people, and a lot of them, not just individuals, but 3, maybe 5 people in one group, and said, whoa, they need to split up. And my team readjusted for that. And, we added more security people to help Ross control the line.
Now here's what you shared with us. On Instagram, JMA,671 says, so sad that shopping was more important than the safety of everyone's lives. Even more if they went home to their elderly relatives or relatives with underlying medical issues. Man, kai respectu natatagwas. A Ross goer, Sanchez Anita P, says, I was at Ross today. It followed the safety measures, including temperature check. I saw a customer who had a face mask on, but her nose was exposed. Again, the risk of infection is the sole responsibility of each individual. And this next user, by the way, I gotta say I love their handle, Febreze.the.air.freshener, says, not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be surprised if the cases spike. Again. After allowing more non-essential businesses to open, the leaders of the island's faithful were feeling a little left out. There was still no formal announcement for churches to open early in the week. In response, the Archdiocese of Agana decided it would resume indoor masses ahead of the governor's blessing. There was a little squabble between the Archdiocese and Adelup this week, with Adelup saying they gave the church a heads up about reopening. The latest executive order allows for 25% of churches reopening. Before we went back into PCOR 1, the Archdiocese had its safety measures in place, limiting the amount of seating inside, allowing outdoor and parking lot masks, etc. So, here are some of the comments you left. On Facebook, John Gallo says, I'm in no way religious at all. I can swear there are laws of separation of church and state. She has no authority to take away religious rights. The governor on numerous occasions has overstepped and overreached her authority. Stand up, people. Stop allowing the tyrant to control you. Another user, Apeng, says, it is all we have left, our faith and hope. Before PCOR 1, we followed protocol and adhered to mask wearing and social distancing from one another. I don't understand why we can go to the shopping malls and come close to people looking around with no issues. I have attended Mass, and the only person I come close to during the whole Mass is the priest. Just my 2 cents. Again, reopening church comes on the heels of more infections and many more lives lost. This week, we got to hear firsthand from the family of a father, husband, and brother. Renee Tamunda's life was cut short last week when he succumbed to the virus. On KUAM's The Link, Renee's wife, Davina Leonis Tamunda, shared some memories of the dedicated customs officer, a man who loved to fish, ride his bike, and play volleyball. She also shared some of his final moments.
I received a call from the doctor saying that one of his lungs had already collapsed. And so at that point, I was so desperate. I said, what are you doing for him right now? And she explained, and I said, but isn't there anything else that you can do? I said, do more. What can you do? And the doctor was, of course, trying to calm me down. And she said that he was on the best machines, all the machines that everything that he needed, he has right now. And that the only thing that they could help him with is just to keep him as comfortable as possible. And so I asked that if we could if they could set up a Zoom for us so that we can kind of see with him and try, I thought maybe if he heard our voices that that would help him fight harder. And so we stayed on the Zoom as long as the iPad lost charge, and the nurse said that he would charge the iPad and call me back with a new link. And I got a call back, but it wasn't the link. And so I think, I try to think that that was part of the plan, for him to hear everybody and, bring everybody together before he let go.
Rest in peace, Ren. Now here's some of what you shared with us. Many on Facebook sending their condolences to the family. Dorothy Vasquez says, "My condolences goes out to the families. May he rest in peace." Another user, Zenaida, says, "My deepest condolence to the Tamunda family. May Ren rest in peace." Now here's something to hopefully make your spirits bright. Yes, it's only October, but we could all use an extra dose of cheer and joy right now. So we're breaking the rules and giving you a holiday head start on Breeze 93.9 FM. Throughout the months of October and November, listen to the special Holiday Head Start block of all the season's favorites from 2 to 3 p.m. and 8 to 9 p.m. I know we're all tired of staying at home, and there's finally opportunity to get back out and stretch our legs, but let's do it responsibly. Go out only if you have to, and remember to keep ourselves safe to keep others safe. Until next week, adios!
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
What's up, Guam? Welcome to KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. On the show tonight, men's national basketball team coach E.J. Calvo. Now, FIBA sent out a press release to all of the federations and countries talking about resuming play for the FIBA Asia Cup in a bubble with the success that the NBA's had. Talk about the Guam Basketball Confederation's first initial response to getting the word from FIBA.
Well, we're excited that basketball competition will be back in action. It's just in a totally different way than what we expected. We had hoped to host more games this year in Guam, but it's not the right time to be hosting large-scale sporting events. So, first and foremost, we want to look at competing in a safe environment, and it looks like FIBA's making the preparations to put the qualifiers into a safe competition mode with the bubble format.
And when you got the word from FIBA, were you already hitting the check, hitting guys up and just spreading the word about what's next to come for Team Guam?
Yeah, we've been in touch with every player throughout the quarantine periods and the pandemics. Everyone's been talking about their weightlifting program. Most guys, whenever possible, we're hoping just to get shots up and stay in shape. But now it's time to ramp up that training in terms of intensity. And, most people, have access to a basketball goal at home or in the neighborhood. But now we're really pushing them to get their heart rate up and get their legs ready to compete. So Even the young guys that were preparing for a college season that has been delayed are still struggling to get workouts in. So it's going to be a little bit of a struggle for the next few weeks, but the players are picking up their workouts and obviously getting out on the road and on the beach, doing as much individual fitness or workouts as possible.
And from the GBC side, has FIBA contacted you guys and offered any assistance in any way to help with the program?
Yeah, they've been very helpful in terms of actually throughout the entire year in terms of connecting us with coaches and player development professionals, giving us advice and tips. If the pandemic didn't take place, we might have conducted training camps with their assistance, and maybe even bringing coaches to Guam to work with our national program at all ages. Those were all the things being discussed that got put on hold, hopefully for the near future. But at this point, they're still offering as much assistance as possible in terms of helping us prepare for basketball at this level, being that Guam is the representative of the Pacific Islands, basically, in this Asia Cup qualifiers.
And the good news is some of the players on the team right now are still playing professional overseas. And how do you see that helping with the national team program and the team as you guys look forward to assembling?
Well, it's a double-edged sword sometimes, because obviously they have commitments to their professional organizations, and hopefully the schedules can be coordinated for them to participate in any FIBA windows we have coming up. Jonathan Galloway, for instance, is in Croatia right now with his first pro contract over there, and we're not sure if he'll be available for this November window, depending on how their season goes. But that's just an example of he's going to be in great shape. He's going to be ready to compete. But we just have to keep our options open, and that's why it's important that we keep a large roster of players working all the time, because when it comes time to assemble for Team Guam, there's a bunch of factors that come into play when we develop our roster.
Yeah, let's talk about our team. We've had a lot of success with our bigs and guys that can really shoot from the outside, but you've always said it, Guam is a guard-heavy island. The roster's deep with that, but what can fans expect for Team Guam when you guys do hit the court again?
Yeah, I mean, we're a guard factory for sure, and I'm pretty excited because I see some of our younger players start to come into the adulthood, and they're going to be tested to potentially make this roster just because of the situation. And if here's an opportunity for some young guards to step up and contribute to the senior team. At the same time, I'm looking to our veterans who have played many years for Team Guam, and definitely who played in the last FIBA qualification game, like Joe Blas, Net, Darren Hechanova. These guys have been in battle before, but are they pushing themselves at the same level to be in condition to compete? That's going to be the challenge for us. And so I think it's going to be a good mix of guards. I think, kid like Ben Borja coming up as a young big man this could be his coming out party. And so I'm excited to see the opportunities for some of the young players.
Make sure to catch all your NFL action right here on the stations of KUAM. On Monday, 3 in the morning, NFL on CBS. KUAM TV 11, the Los Angeles Chargers at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Look for Tom Brady to keep the offense going there. 6:25 in the morning, also on KUAM TV 11, more NFL on CBS. Catch the New England Patriots at the Kansas City Chiefs. Then at 10:20 in the morning, KUAM TV 8, NBC Sunday Night Football, the Philadelphia Eagles at the San Francisco 49ers.
100% truck, 100% Jeep brand. The all-new Jeep Gladiator is the most capable off-road mid-size pickup truck crafted for adventure. Equipped with best-in-class towing capacity, legendary Jeep brand 4x4 capability, and backed by Guam's only lifetime powertrain warranty. Drive home in a brand new Jeep Gladiator today, starting as low as $283 per paycheck during Jeep Adventure Days. Call us at 477-7807 or visit our website at carsplusguam.com to get pre-approved today.
We're all in this together, and that means we all need to continue to do our part.
We can't let our guard down. Each and every one of us are soldiers in this war against COVID-19, and every day is a battle.
It may sound hard to believe, but combating COVID requires us to hold the line every single day by continuing to practice social distancing, wear a mask, and wash your hands.
If there's anything we've learned these past few months is that things can change within hours. We can wake up in the morning hearing there are 0 positive cases, and by the time we go to sleep at night, we can see a spike.
That's why we urge you to please continue the fight, not just for yourself, but for your family and friends.
We can do this together.
Let's all stay ahead of the spread.
This message is brought to you by the KUAM Care Force. Join KUAM News every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on TV8 and streaming live on the KUAM News Facebook page for In Full Zoom, a half-hour program zooming in on efforts to rebuild Guam's economy. Nestor Lecanto will interview a panel of guests from the business sector via Zoom to discuss their ideas and suggestions on how the island can rebound from the devastating blow from COVID-19. From struggles to strategies to get Guam back on the road to economic recovery. Check out In Full Zoom Wednesdays on KUAM Digital and KUAM TV8 at 6:30 p.m. In Full Zoom is presented to you by Calvo Enterprises, Inc. Check KUAM.com or our mobile news app for additional showtimes.
And now, here's your birthday shout-outs. We're celebrating the birthday celebrants. See how that goes for October 3rd and October 4th. So here we go, everybody. Happy birthday on Saturday to Frankie. We love and appreciate you, says your family. We wish you lots of love and many more years of good health. Avery James Sablon Atoigui. Happy birthday number 13, Ave. We wish you an abundance of blessings and happiness always. Mommy, your brothers, Grandma Arlene, and Mama Toots says we love you. And Crystal Faith Serenity Tyron, happy birthday to you. May our Heavenly Father continue to pour His blessings upon you and guide you throughout your life. That's a wonderful shout out. Good job. We love you, Crystal, from your family. And family, by the way, is in all caps. That's how they sent the shout out to us, and that's how you know it's serious. And that's forever. And on Sunday, Jessie Ruth Cruz has a birthday, so happy birthday, Jessie Ruth. Love you. May God bless you with lots of joy, love, and happiness. Hope each and every one of you have a fantastic island weekend. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great birthday. All right, everybody, things are starting to reopen, but that doesn't mean we have to let our guard down. Please, mask up, glove up, stay 6 feet or more from each other. We have to continue to work. Let's all do this together, Guam. I believe in you. We can all do this together. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.